Welcome to Arirang Live. We're breaking into our regular programming to cover live the 14th Emergency Economic Meeting starting in just a moment. South Korea is pursuing fostering the country's high-tech industry, seeing it as a core growth engine and security asset. To make sure the country is on the right track to achieve that goal, the government is set to unveil its grand projects. Now, those projects include the government's plans to fund the building of high-tech industrial complexes across the country. And these plans will be heavily and actively funded by the government, but will be driven by local regions, including rural areas. President Yoon Suk-yeol is set to deliver a speech ahead of the presentations by two ministers. Minister Won Hee-ryong from the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport is set to unveil detailed plans for the grand project to secure and create national high-tech industrial complexes. Now, again, we are breaking into our regular programming to deliver the 14th emergency meeting taking place, also presided by President Yoon Suk-yeol. The meeting has just begun, so let's take a listen.
먼저 국민아래를 하겠습니다. 모두 국기를 향해 주시기 바랍니다.
First of all, we will pledge our allegiance to the nation. Salute to the national flag, please. Thank you. You may now be seated. We will now begin the 14th Emergency Meeting on Economic Affairs for examining the livelihoods of the people. First of all, we will have the President making an opening speech. This morning, I realized that spring is now here in the air. So today we will have the 14th Economic Meeting, and today's meeting we will have discussions on the national strategies to strengthen state-of-the-art technology. So state-of-the-art technology is a core engine for growth and an asset for security and strategy. So it is also directly related to the livelihoods and the economy of the Korea. So the batteries, future vehicles, and other state-of-the-art technology is becoming a very important technology and industry around the globe. And in order to secure such technology within the country, we are putting a lot of efforts to support these industries financially and also through various policies. And in some parts of the industries and the technologies that Korea has is on the lead globally. And in order to foster such growth, the government will make sure that it will invest as much as possible. So our plan is to grow these 6 major technologies by 2026, and about 60 trillion Korean won will be invested to support this project. And the government will make sure that it will support taxations, R&D, and geographical location. And today, among such strategies and policies, we will discuss our plans to and secure our national complex for the state-of-the-art industry. Based on private sector industry, we will try to make a new cluster on state-of-the-art technology for semiconductors within the capital area. And there are about 150 middle and small-sized companies regarding semiconductors in the country, and we will make sure that this cluster becomes the leading cluster in the Pangyo area. And also, we will also have 33,000 square meters of a state-of-the-art technology complex in the rural areas as well. The development of such technology is very directly related to the economic growth of the country, but also directly related to the growth of the balanced growth in the region. I've also talked about the growth of balanced growth with the rural areas, and I've mentioned that the central government will actively support it if the rural areas have the motivations and the will to grow. And I believe that the rural areas have been able to propose and suggest the prioritized and sectors that have competitive edge to the central country, and therefore the central government is accepting such proposals and making a state-of-the-art industrial complex. The key here is the speed. So we will make sure that the government will make its utmost efforts to speed up the process of producing and creating such complexes. And the Act on supporting infrastructure and expanding taxation supports will hopefully be passed as soon as possible. Thank you. Next, we will have the reports and agendas. First of all, Minister Lee Chang-hee of Trade, Industry and Energy will make presentations on strategies to foster national state-of-the-art strategic technology, and it will be followed by Ms. Won Hee-ryung of Land Infrastructure and Transport, who will make a presentation on the plan to create a national state-of-the-art industry cluster. Good morning. I am the Minister of Trade, Industry, Energy, and I will give you a presentation. So, the competition between countries to secure economic security using state-of-the-art technology is fierce. The United States is making efforts to secure such technology within the country. And China is also doing the same thing. Science and technologies and semiconductor goals are being set in Japan. Japan and Taiwan is also making some groundbreaking policies to secure such technologies. Korea has ranked #1 in state-of-the-art industry, including the first place for semiconductors, the first place for OLED, and it is consisting 28% of Korea's exports and 20% of the manufacturing employment. However, systems and small parts are relatively less complete than other industry products, and this is the key heel of the Korean technology industry. And therefore, this is lacking a little behind compared to other state-of-the-art strategic technology industry compared to other countries, and we do believe that it needs to be fixed. Against this backdrop, in order to foster state-of-the-art technology, we will provide a system to support from the government. Investing in ecosystems and fostering innovative human resources in 6 sectors will be supported. First of all, we need to secure super gap technological power. So we will make sure that the companies and research centers and the national come together and cooperate so we can make a hub. We will expand R&D, and we will also invest more in the 12 major national technologies, including the nuclear power plants, and we will make sure that we will not slow this down and complete this in a speedy way. And it is also important to foster innovative in personnels. For the following 12 years, we will make sure that we will foster 220,000 human resources by the year 2032. And in the state-of-the-art technology industry, it is very important to foster human resources, and it is also important for us to upgrade the quality and the quantity of the programs and to increase the number of experts. We will also push forward overseas training programs for outstanding students in the state-of-the-art technology industry, and we will also come up with a policy to motivate the research personnel. So we will also provide incentives to these personnel and to provide more conditions for them to stay. And we will also produce a state-of-the-art industry cluster that is specialized by region. So we will produce the most suitable state-of-the-art clusters in the regions. And we will produce a robust ecosystem. It is inevitable for us to rely on other countries for producing. So we will create and construct state-of-the-art technology factories within Korea, but for mass production, we will use overseas markets. We will establish a 3050 strategies for industry supply network. A country that is the best place for investment. This is the country that Korea will become. We will take burden with this emanating the risk, and we will also actively review coming up with an investment cluster as it has in Singapore. We will create a national complex at the right time, and this will start from July and align with the global standard. It is important for us to come up with a global standard regulations. So labor will be in line with the labor standards in the globally, and we will also make sure that our strategic and our standard for our technology qualification is in line with the global standard as well. Lastly, in order to maximize our profits and to minimize losses and to protect the state-of-the-art technology, we will make sure to use our diplomacy to. We will make sure, as the President mentioned, our diplomacy so that we will be able to come up with this. We will also strengthen private and public sector cooperation to respond to any setbacks. We will also take a good look on the blind points so that we will not have any setbacks because of these blind spots. We will also invest 550 trillion won of fund subsidies for investing in state-of-the-art technology industry. Following the memory semiconductor industry, the system semiconductor industry is very important, and we will make sure that Korea will be able to have a larger market share. We will build a state-of-the-art system semiconductor cluster. Because of the collaboration and cooperation with companies, we decided to construct this within the capital area. So we will make these manufacturing factories and the small parts, some factories in near the capital areas to maximize the efficiency. So we also have the Pangyo Pepless and memory R&D foundry and the Yomi memory semiconductor clusters is like the U.S. cluster the cluster that the United States have, and we will make sure that Korea ranks first in this sector as well. The design, production and manufacturing semiconductor process will be upgraded to enhance the capacity of these manufacturing. In order to enhance the post-processing, we will have to foster the leading technology for post-processing. The next generation semiconductor key technology securement and human resources needs to be expanded, and we'll make sure that we make this possible. We will support 3 promising areas and to actually commercialize this. And through semiconductor academies and Korean-style IMEC, we will make sure to foster the experts in this field as well. Regarding the display, we will make sure that we rank number 1. We will designate this as the national strategic industry. By having a upper hand in the display sector, we will make sure that we have there is a large gap between our followers. Make sure to come up with other technologies that also can take the lead. So secondary battery will come number 1 by 2030. By investing 50 trillion won, we will make sure to increase the producement of these secondary batteries by 1.5 times, and we'll make sure to come up with the next generation second batteries. Also, by adopting taxation benefits for minerals, we will make sure to provide minerals in a reliable manner. Furthermore, bio and medical sector will also become number 1. The healthcare service development and 1 million bio data procurement will also be carried out. Along with eco-friendly bio industry, the bio fuel is becoming a very important industry, and we will make sure to procure this as well. We will also make sure to increase the future vehicles as well by making 95 trillion ones of private investment. We will build a production hub for electric vehicles and make sure to foster more human resources in this factor. We will also invest more than 2 trillion won to robots and lessen the gap with leading countries. Regulations that block the innovations and development of starting companies will be alleviated, and we will make sure that this is implemented as soon as possible. So archery in Korea is what we are proud of, and the state-of-the-art technology as well. So like the arrow that aims for the target, we will make sure to have the state-of-the-art industry to achieve its goal, and we will actively support such to achieve these goals. Thank you. Good morning. I am Won Hee-ryong, Minister of Land Infrastructure and Transport. I will present on our plan to create a national state-of-the-art industry cluster. The national cluster is a very important sector, and it has played a big role in the development of Korea's industry. Currently, the world is focusing on the AI, secondary batteries, aerospace, national defense, and other industry technologies, and the world is fighting over these technologies. So with the current cluster that we have, we do not have the right capacity capacity, and we face some limits in developing such technologies. So in order to respond to such setbacks and limitations, we need to come up with a cluster that is appropriate for such development. And in order to develop the rural areas as well, we are also pushing forward to build 15 of these state-of-the-art technology clusters, and this is the largest in number. And as the President pointed out, if the rural area proposes a sector or field that they have a competitive edge, the government and the company will actively support this. The standard for and criteria for selecting these companies is on the speed of their growth regarding the such technologies and the possibility of such growth in the rural areas. Let me go over this by different regions. In Yongin, Gyeonggi province, by creating a state-of-the-art system semiconductor cluster, it will be able to attract overseas R&Ds and other 150 small offices. As the center of the mobility, we will make sure that Gyeonggi Yongin achieves this. For Daejeon, it has outstanding nano semiconductors and aerospace sector. However, it has limitations in manufacturing, and we will make sure that by making the manufacturing sector more vibrant within the Daejeon, we will connect this with the industry that has to make it the center of science of Korea. And in Chungcheon, Cheonan, it is the center of mobility and display.
모빌리티 디스플레이
So
산단을
mobility and display is very important in this area, and by using the existing complexes, we will develop this in a more speedy manner. And in Osong Chungcheon, it is a center for railroads where the KTX passes by, and we will have a complex and a cluster at this area.
아산에 있는 현대차 공장과 연계해서
by
수소차 부품 업체들
affiliating with the Hyundai Motors, we will foster the future vehicles and hydro vehicles.
호남권은 미래차,
And with the southern
우주산업,
part of
푸드, 테크 등 미래산업을
Jeolla, we
육성해
will
나가겠습니다.
foster future industries.
광주는 이미
For
기아차,
Gwangju,
그리고
is
광주 글로벌
already has
모터스가 입지하고 있으면서
global motors and
국내에서
Kia
유일한
vehicles,
완성차
and it is
생산
the
기지로
only
작용을 하고 있습니다.
complete
뿐만 아니라
vehicle
이미
base
AI
in Korea.
데이터
In
센터들이
addition,
있기
there
때문에
are AI
이를
data centers as well. So by connecting
인공지능
these
집적단지,
already existing
그리고
facilities, we will be able to come
지원
up with
단지를
a complex for supporting vehicle advancements and
전남 고흥입니다.
development.
이미 있는 나로
Jeonnam and
우주센터와 연계해서
Goheung will be
우주
affiliated
발사체
with
기업
the
공간을 조성하게 됩니다.
aerospace, and we will produce a special
전북
place
익산은
for aerospace
할인, 품원 등
technologies. And for
120여
Jeonbuk
개의 식품
Iksan,
기업이 이미 입지해
it
있습니다.
already has
이를 연계시켜서
150
2단계
food-related
식품
facilities,
클러스터 확장을
and
통해
by
K-푸드를 전 세계에
designating it
수출할
as
수
the
있는 기지로
second
만들겠습니다.
food cluster, it will become the
전북 완주는
Korean type of cluster
새만금,
for food
익산등과
industry.
연결시켜서
And for Jeonbuk Gwangju, by affiliating with Saemangum and Iksa, we will foster a new
부산,
production
울산,
facilities and a
이미
cluster.
부산, 울산은
So
우리나라의
Busan and
핵심적인
Ulsan is already a
산업단지들이 조성이
key
되어 있어서
industry
전진을 하고 있고요.
complex. So
여기에
it is
추가해서
proceeding as such. And in addition to this,
경남 창원에
in
방산
Gyeongnam Changwon,
원자력 융합
we will
산업
have
거점을
we will
조성하겠습니다.
create a defense,
창원은 이미
national
기업들이
defense
몰려들고
industry
있는데 부지가 너무
and
부족합니다. 저희가 그린벨트까지
cluster.
과감히
In Changwon,
풀어서
there's a lot of people
부지가
coming up.
부족하지 않도록
However,
하고
there is lack of
기존의
land, so
창원
we will make
국가산단에
sure that there
더해서
will be
전후방
geographical
지원하는
location
기업들이
for
넉넉히 입주할 수 있도록
technologies, and to make sure that the companies will be able
대구
to come
경북권에는
invest in this.
융복합
In
산업을
Daegu,
통해서
by
신성장 활로를
convergence of
개척하겠습니다.
state-of-the-art technologies, we will make
신청한
sure
4개
that
모두 통과시켰습니다.
the state-of-the-art technology is
로봇과
carried out. The four sectors were applied and all passed. It already has robots and vehicle-related industries, and we will make sure that Daegu will have a comprehensive complex for vehicles and AI. And for Gyeongbuk-Andong, we will affiliate bio and vaccine industry. So we will foster this city into a leading city for vaccine and bio. Gyeongbuk, Gyeongju, and Ulchin will be using technologies based on nuclear power, such as SMR and hydrogen, and it will become a cluster for this. It will grow into a leading sector for such sector. At Gangwon, Gangneung, a bio industry facilities will be realized using natural resources by using the industry facilities and infrastructure that it already has. Together with the capital area, there are 15 areas, and regarding this, we will make sure to make bold decisions to connect this with existing facilities and for then to make grow with the government will make sure to make as much investment as possible and to make it in a speedy manner. And we will make sure that anything that blocks the implementation of these projects and plans, we will make sure that we will alleviate these regulations and to take this in the most brilliant manner. For most of all, we will make sure to take in the opinions of the people and to by the local governments as well. As the President has pointed out, the timing and the speed is the key to such development. So I will make sure and we will make sure that the industries and our plan will be implemented by the year 2026 as fast as possible before the end of the President's term.
지금부터 회의는 비공개로
From this
진행됩니다.
point onward.
That was the 14th Emergency Economic Meeting presided by President Yoon Suk-yeol. The South Korean government unveiled a grand project to establish a system semiconductor cluster in the metropolitan area by investing around $230 billion. And also 14 high-tech industrial complexes in rural areas will be on the way, much in line with the country's rural development planning. If you missed it, you can catch the highlights during our next newscast. Thanks for watching.